My ancestors come from the Caribbean, and there were slaves in the
so
Caribbean, and we
didn't qualify for the American reparations.
Well, here's the challenge. There are so many difficulties with trying to enact reparations, in part because the question is who gets them. Potentially, I could fall into that category. I honestly have called a pipe dream in the past, and I think that's what it is.
Well, it would be nice if there was an elegant, simple solution to all sorts of complicated problems. You're not actually talking about how to fix those problems if you're only talking about reparations. If we're only debating how we're going to parcel out responsibility for something that happened more than a century ago. And we're probably never going to do this. It's not clear to me why we're pursuing this thing.
Is it fair that there's no reparations, no restitution, nothing?
Should the Irish get reparations, by the way? Irish need not apply signs when they came here during the progressive era. Sure. I mean, how far do we want to take this down? Are we acknowledging that there are ugly spots in history? Because 60% of the world would be entitled to slave reparations if you wanted to play that game.
Well, here's a fact. Slavery ended 154 years ago. It's been a long, long time since we had slavery in this country. And you have people like my family. I'm black, but my family came to the United States in 1962. My parents are from Costa Rica. Do I get a check?
I did a couple of essay contests that I actually won. And I won like NAACP AXO award for this essay and something else. I can't remember another, like I ended up winning money. And the essay was, do you think black people should get reparations? And I was like, no, you didn't work for it.
Why are you so against reparations?
Valerie, it's a matter of a waste of time. We've got so much to do. And yet you have people who invest so much energy and attention on what I consider to be a dead-end idea, a dead-end movement.
If we were to pay reparations today, we would only divide the country further. We would insult many black Americans by putting a price on the suffering of their ancestors.
FBA, honey.
Some of us came from K-Shot Academy. Some people stand up and rise. Some people sit and cry.
Did the civil rights give black immigrants reparations? For them to want us to not have reparations or something? That's the question in a sense. You know, what you saw in that clip was a bunch of black folks from the Caribbean, Central America, Africa, commenting on what Black America should and shouldn't have. And they're on television. They're in political spaces, right? And the thing that's always intriguing is they won't say that for themselves, though. Like they'll say that here about us, but they won't go back to their homeland and say, nah, CARICOM, nah, we not, you don't deserve that. They wouldn't say that. You know, you might not find a Ghanaian since the Ghanaian president was talking about reparations, I'm not sure you're going to find a Ghanaian saying, nah, we don't deserve it. I don't think that's going to happen. Maybe if they're here, they might say that, but they wouldn't go back there and say that. So it starts to, this is intriguing because this is kind of what started the FBA thing and the delineation thing really, is because people were like, people want to act like they don't know how this started. And this is part of why it started. And you see people, trying to reinvent themselves because part of the black people that are anti-black, there's a part of them, maybe half, maybe a majority, that are not Black Americans. Just like you saw, if y'all haven't seen it, the Jamaican professor in Chicago wrote a book on why we shouldn't get reparations. It's like, bro, shut up. You came here when he's 58. He came here when he was 20. And now, why would he come here if he's 20? 38 years ago. Why? He felt like he could do better here than there, right? So now, why could he be a professor? It was Black professors back then. But it's like, oh, okay. We're just gonna play this game like let's represent you, but not be you, but undermine you. And this is why, like the first clip with the white lady and the Caribbean lady was talking, and she was like, "Oh, you wouldn't get it. That's why you're saying no, because you wouldn't qualify." Then it becomes Well, technically I could. I mean, possibly because there was slavery in the islands, but we ain't talking about the islands though, because it doesn't work the same way. Like if the Caribbean got reparations from Europe, Black America can't go. Well, it was slavery in America, so we all black, so and that's the thing that people are mad at Ghana for doing. Like, you gonna participate in the slave trade and then want reparations and then want to be at the forefront of reparations here? No. Take that up over there. Don't bring that here. Because we love you. And it's like what it started to uncover was this, I guess, a love-hate relationship. I don't know if where's the love, but loving to be in America, but hating Black Americans because you're Black, but you're just not a Black American. Like we different from them. We better than them. We different. It's like, oh, okay. And even when a young lady talked, the Nigerian lady, when she was talking about it, like she won prizes for saying what we don't deserve. It's like, oh, okay, interesting. It like for us, it's like, yeah, that makes sense that you won about what we don't deserve, because people in quote unquote higher places, that's how they feel. You're pandering to them. You get what I'm saying? Same thing with Candace Owens. She had a thing where she talked about it not that long ago. When somebody that works for was like, you got a Caribbean bias. Like when Caribbean people do stuff, it's their culture and they're lacking of being with God, and it's their family upbringing. She don't do that. She just ignores it. So and now it's on tape that she admits that, right? So it starts to look like, okay, it's a setup. The Coleman Hughes cat. Now he grew out his little beard. Now he pivoted to something else. And people don't realize that's him. It's like, nah, bro. No, we're not doing that, because it looks like being anti-Black American is like a way to step up out of the lower class to the middle class to the upper class. You get what I'm saying? Wherever you're at. And what winds up happening is the same people that you pandering to gonna turn on you. You know what I'm saying? And this is what you're seeing now, where you're seeing some Black folks who are immigrants and any of the other ethnicities with their anti-Black issues in their community. Now we need to be brothers. Oh man, my head might be on a chopping block. We need to be brothers. We need to unite. Why? Okay. Because your head on the chopping block. Okay. Right. But when my head on the chopping block, y'all cheer. Y'all act like we friends, but if my head's on the chopping block, you cheer. And it's like, and this like this half truth out of context. We supported you. No, there were people in your community that supported us, but don't act like your community supported us. The vast majority of your community is anti-us. So we're not gonna play this, 80% anti-Black, 20% full Blacks, but we just supposed to accept it. Like, no. And what winds up happening after, part of this other stuff is, and I think sometimes it looks like some of y'all sold out your homeland, and you don't want to go back, or you can't go back. You know what I'm saying? So to look more American, you want to be anti-Black, and that's cool. Just stay over there though. Because now you're getting, I guess, quote unquote, white America is got like, yeah, because they're part of this. Like they know that a lot of y'all aren't Black Americans. They know that already. Some of y'all try to hide that, but let's just do a 50-50. They know, because y'all are proud to be whatever you're at. Because I'm not them, I'm this. And it's like, oh, okay, cool. So we can get you on camera saying that these Black people don't deserve anything. Of course, because I'm not them, I'm this. But they just need to work. All of you, every other Black group that's here, y'all are only here because of our work, not just work in civil rights. The work that black Americans put in this country made it comfortable for you to actually go to any occupation you want to. And a lot of y'all play this game where, oh, y'all don't do what we do, we smarter. No, y'all are doing the things that we did 40 to 100 years ago in a general sense. Y'all haven't caught up to what we're doing now. And it's cool, like, we're with our families and, we go to school, we get educations, we try to become lawyers, doctors, engineers. Y'all act like black Americans wasn't lawyers, doctors, and engineers. We do trades. Y'all act like we wasn't in trades. The vast majority of what went on is, they were trying to push us out of everything. And here's the other thing that we don't talk about. A lot of folks are not as smart as they say, even when they're in these smart positions. There's some smart people, don't get it twisted, but what's going on right now really in society is a lot of y'all just network, but y'all not that bright. You're talented. Everybody, let's just say every other immigrant group, y'all have a talented 10th, and y'all it does is your talented 10th represents the whole group. But people meet, the other 90%, and even in some of those good occupations, and they're like, how is this stupid motherfucker here? So they start showing people's incompetence, and some of it is people's response to racism too. Cause see, y'all come here, you'll be like, let's be anti-black, and then white America's anti you, and then you get stuck in this. Well, at least you get stuck in that. Oh, at least we not black, and then they like, well, you ain't white, so you black, and it's like, no, it's like, and then it's like, well, brothers, we got to figure something out. And it's like, no. Remember, on Monday, I was a nigga. On Tuesday, then white people called you whatever racial epithet you are. On Wednesday, you wanted to be my brother. No, thank you. No, thank you. So, this is why the delineation, because it's like, y'all, and I hate to say it this way, but the rest of the black diaspora, the most of the black diaspora have really done nothing to make it comfortable for black America to go all these other places. If we go places, we just go like, all right, look, I'll figure it out. But society isn't molded in that way like it is here. Y'all don't have rows and rows of success stories in spite of, because partially y'all are coming from predominantly black nations. So whatever's going on there is like it's a predominantly black issue, even though when y'all talk about colonialism, I get it. But y'all the majority population there. So your land is the majority, whatever black ethnic group you are, nationality you are, and you come here where we're the minority. I think we're between us and England per se, but we're the minority. And England is different because people kept going over there for years and years and years, but we're the minority in the quote unquote greatest country in the world, whatever. But the black population here made it good enough for all you other people to come from wherever y'all came from and feel like you can be successful here. You didn't make it so we felt like we can be successful where y'all from. But people come here and your own community doesn't address this idea where you come in here, you're getting on TV saying, well, black people don't deserve or shouldn't have, and it basically makes it because why are we so divisive? It's divided because of these community issues. Because now we go, okay, oh, your community ain't saying nothing about this, so they cool with it. No problem. We're gonna be over here, y'all gonna be over there. So I'm gonna leave it at that because I went a lot of different places. So just tell me what you think. Catch you on the next one. Peace.